Hello
Hi,
everyone. How is everyone tonight? Um
Amazing.
oh, it's the weekend. Um
Keep forgetting it's
Ooh.
Friday.
it's Friday night and I'm like, whoa, and I can't believe tomorrow, guys, I will have a 17-year-old boy.
I know.
God.
I know, I'm
Little
like,
Tommy Lee's not so little anymore. How's he getting on with his work? His new
well,
job?
next, next week it'll be a case of he'll go and see about it, but I can't tell you guys right now how I feel. I'm emotional. I'll feel it more after midnight. I think I really will feel it
Yeah.
after midnight. Um, right now I'm kind of, I don't know. Right now I'm kind of on the fence with things. But I said to him, I said, son, do you know next year? I says, I'm going to be crying next year. And he went, why, mum? And I said, well, you're going to be 18. And he says, aye, but mum, why will you be crying? And I said, well, I'll not be able to, I mean, that'll be you grown up now and you be away and blah, blah, blah. And he went, aye, you'll not be able to tell me what to do. I says, you can't laugh. Um, but the best it is, he gets actually. I'm really good with him and I'm really fair with him. Like I'm not one of these mums that are really strict with him. That's the best. You think my boy had a hard life of his own. But tomorrow is going to be emotional, and I did say this. I'm very honest and open about this. Tomorrow is going to be a hard day. As much as I make it,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
going
a
to
bit
be a great
emotional.
day. In the back of my mind, I'm going to be happy. It's my boy's 17th birthday. And the other
Yeah.
way, I'm going to be sad because tomorrow, obviously, I'll be thanking his dad. Um,
Yeah, but he's
but
just a little bit further away from you now as well. Every year they get a little bit further away.
aye, it's just things like that, thinking next year, he's a big 18, he's hitting his first milestone.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I'll have an 18-year-old this year, I'll have a 10-year-old, It's
Yeah,
thinking, oh my God, it's the milestones.
they are, yeah.
Um, oh God, aye. But he's happy. He got the Fast and Furious, all of them on DVD. So he's absolutely happy. He got
Mm-hmm.
stuff for his Grand Theft Auto. So he'll be absolutely happy with that. He's getting his dinner bought for him tomorrow, so he'll be happy with that. See, my boy, he doesn't ask for much, like, so he's
Yeah.
really,
He's
he, you
easy
know,
to
he's
please, isn't he? Yeah.
yeah, I've always brought him up like that, I've always brought him up to be grateful for what you get, He's not one of these ones that, he wants designer stuff and things like that, where I'm very grateful for that, because usually they would be like, yeah, mum, can I have, 200 for this or that? He's
Mm.
really, really good, so I'm like, so that'll be a good one. And then on Sunday is my anniversary. Um,
Oh,
I need a MBE, 12 years. Because,
wow. 12
okay,
years.
okay, sorry, Stephen, BE,
Oh,
for being with me for 12 years. Don't sit there and nod and agree.
it's a long
Um,
time, 12 years. It is.
yeah, especially the things that we've been through pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it'll be a good one. It will be a good one.
Oh dear.
But oh, crying, crying. So, Richard, how are you feeling, my love?
um I'm at that point where I don't really know how to feel.
You're in shock. You're in
my
shock,
dad's
you know.
today.
Yeah.
Been to my dad's today. It felt weird, and when I went outside, I had a cigar outside on the bench that we used to do, and
Yeah.
looking at, I filled the bird feeder up and everything, which I used to do every day, and I just expected to walk out the kitchen door, saying on a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the kettle on, for tea. But Gary was with me as well, and he was helping me. And he says, I keep
He's
expecting
a
your dad
good
to walk out
sailor,
that door.
Gary. Just don't tell him I
Yeah.
said that because you'll think I like him.
I'm going to tell him you love him.
Richard, lightning in the light. What's your go-to cigar, mate? What's your go-to cigar?
Go to what?
Cigar.
Cigar.
Hey, Joanne,
It's
thank you.
those moods.
Moods, yeah, I've got some up there. I've got some moods, and I've got some. What's the other one? Romeo and Julieta.
Oh,
Ooh, Romeo
You know
and
what I
Juliet.
mean?
Yeah, I know
They're
what you mean, yeah.
Yeah,
The tiny
and
ones.
some Hamlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know when you say Hamlet, all I can think it is the Baldy Man.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Ramsey.
classic.
I love
There-
that. I
Ramsey.
swear,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
what.
Do you smoke a pipe? Do you smoke a pipe, Richard?
No.
See, I love my pipe as well because that's the cheapest form. But I haven't had smoked anything since I've been with you.
No,
now and again, but
very rare. Well, anyway, I'm on the Nuki Brown, people. The Nuki Brown. That's all I'm having tonight. That's it.
Lucy and Pits tonight.
Yeah, on the one bottle, I'll be really pissed. So I'm going to say, here's to Richard
and his dad.
and his dad. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wait, no, I don't know why I'm grabbing like
Iron brew. Where's your iron
aftershave
brew?
bottle. Where's my aftershave? Aftershave bottle. The iron brew here. Right here.
Yeah.
Plug.
Cheers. Cheers.
Richard's dad. I was got to say, well, everybody, tonight is everybody's favourite subject, but Lois's. So I'm kind of taking a back seat and chime in every so often. It's cryptids. Lois doesn't claim to be an expert on this one. I would say it's my least favourite subject, but do you know what, guys? I gone with this one with an open mind, except Nessie. I fucking hate Nessie. Me and Nessie have a love-hate relationship. So I'm gonna kind of leave it to you guys. To kind of fill me in. So what's been happening in the cryptids world recently?
Well, last year you filmed something at Delphi Abbey.
I did put it on the group page for anyone. Can anyone join that? You know our the Facebook page, though. Is that open to any viewers?
No,
to
but
join?
what I could do is my phone's due to die, but that's okay because Michael, we're on the now, dear.
Come on, Michael, you're late. You're doing a nick.
He's doing a nick time.
He's on nick time. Hi, Joanne. I didn't see you there. Hope you're okay.
Oh, there's Michael. There he is.
Hey!
Yay!
I'm so sorry. I had the wrong time written down.
No, it's all right, love. Don't you worry.
I can't see him.
There he is.
Yay! Hello, Michael.
Hey, love the hat, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're just talking about the cryptids again. I don't know if you were on the page, but I put a little video up of what I filmed last year. I don't know if you saw it. or the year before last. You know,
Yeah.
no, we won't be able to see that on there. Isn't there no links where you can post it up?
You can see that.
I
Yeah.
can see.
Anyway, I filmed something. There it is in the corner there. That's in the corner
Yes,
left.
it is. Yeah.
on the left.
Right there.
Yeah.
But it's a video. So
Oh, the
on this
video.
platform, then, Lo, can we share videos or not?
On this platform, yeah. But now it would help if I turned you up.
In a minute, I'm going to show you a bit of footage that I shot last year.
Mm.
We was
Yeah,
we're at Delapre Abbey in Northampton.
That's with
It's
my
spinning.
internet.
You got the circle of death.
nah,
Yeah,
Right,
your buffering zone.
no.
Wait just now.
Look at
I'll
me,
come
look.
out.
I
Wait
know
2
what I mean.
minutes. I'll come out just now. Yeah, do something.
Anyway, I filmed something down there that's quite unusual. Don't know what it was, but
Hey, Noreen, baby.
Noreen.
Noreen.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Come on, Noreen.
Hope you're okay.
Woo!
Love Noreen. She's amazing. Amazing woman.
She is an amazing woman.
She is.
So
I gotta say,
before you join me,
I love YouTube, and I love the chat rooms and everything, but Facebook Messenger is so slow. I literally just got
Yeah.
30 seconds ago Willow's message saying we're on now.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 And you're like, oh shit.
What do you use, Michael? What's your go-to platform?
I would say my go-to platform is Rumble first, then YouTube, and then Facebook.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
I'm
reckon
toying with
YouTube's the way
LinkedIn.
to go.
Yeah, I'm actually toying with LinkedIn right now and X and seeing how they're doing. X seems pretty easy to use and I don't have to do much. And LinkedIn seems to allow anything. And so I'm kind
Oh,
of.
that's good. That's good then.
Yeah.
Mm.
So have you got any stories about cryptids, Michael?
I do. Quite an interesting one, actually. And this year, I'll may be doing a part 2 to the story.
All right.
So, part 1 of the story was last
Oh.
April, in April of 2025.
Do tell.
I went into a dimensional forest. In this forest,
Oh.
we were walking around and having a lot of experiences, and we hit this spot where the pathway you could go like this and wind off, or you could go left and just go down into this dark area. And I looked at my two friends that I was with, and I took 2 steps and said, "Oh no. I'm not going that way."
we're talking about cryptids.
Yes, we are, Noreen.
And then you've got Louise's cryptids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the path that I decided not to go down was a nest of Wendigos.
Bloody hell.
Right at the end of it. And so when we started to turn and walk, I was like, I could hear stuff rumbling around, and I was like, the Wendigos are watching us. And they're like, yep. To a certain point, and then they stopped watching us.
Michael, could you tell, sorry for interrupting, darling, but Could you tell anybody who's viewing this what a Wendigo is, if they don't know?
Wow, they're kind of hard to explain. They're kind of, it's a bipedal animal, meaning it walks on two legs. But it's very similar looking to like Dogman and werewolves, but they're
Right.
not. That's about the best way I could explain a Wendigo. Is they're like
Okay.
dog. They look like Dogman and they look like werewolves, but they're not werewolves or
Or Dogmen.
Dogmen. And they're quite vicious. If you invade their turf, they will defend their turf, no questions asked. And if they don't like you, they will let you know they don't
Right.
like you.
Has anybody ever been harmed by them?
Oh, I'm sure they have, but I tend to not really pay attention to those because sometimes, not saying this for everybody, but a lot of times when I'm reading the reports, of like a cryptid that's attacked somebody, it's because the person instigated them. And
Yeah.
being a nut job, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you got what you deserved. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's like any wild creature.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, give it space, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so as I have a strong opinion of if you respect the cryptids will respect you and leave you alone.
Yeah.
And so that wasn't the only cryptid that I met in this forest, though, but it was the one that like stuck in my mind because they would move on the ground. And so I know this is a cryptid episode, but if you want, I can explain why we call it the dimensional forest. And I'm noticing Willow has 2 screens now.
Yeah.
And she's disappeared on both.
Oh well.
But I can explain real quick the dimensional forest, and it's really cool. Is you walk over a bridge to enter it, and this bridge has no. The moon was high. Let me start there real quick and state the moon was high in the night, and there was no clouds really. I could not see the water under this bridge. And I knew there was water there.
Yeah.
And I thought that's really odd. I can't hear the water running either, which I thought was odd.
It's nonsense.
And so I walk in, and this is the first encounter with the cryptid. And it wasn't a Wendigo. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm walking up this path. And right before I see this lady in white blitz right by the corner of my eye, I can hear creatures or beings jumping in the trees. Like, I mean, you'd almost think they were monkeys, but this is a public park. There would be no monkeys. There's no wild monkeys where I live. So I was like, you couldn't see anything, and the branches wouldn't really move, but you would hear something hit the branch and land, and the leaves rustle. And so I was like, this is a weird place. Something's going on here.
Yeah.
And so when I turned and we went back and we were going towards where the Wendigos were, when we took that path to the right that took the bend, I looked up in the sky and the moon was dead center, and there was an Orion constellation on the left looking at an Orion constellation on the right. I was standing in the middle of 2 constellations identical, looking at each other like a mirror. And so he goes, yeah, this is the mirror part of the forest. So whatever you're feeling in this forest, in this area, it's going to be magnified right into your face. And I was like, I get it. And we then start walking back, and this concrete sidewalk that we walked on that had a lot of curves in it, right before our eyes becomes a straight line. Concrete does not move.
No.
You can't bend concrete into a straight line without breaking it. There was no breakage. It literally just morphed right into a straight line.
That's strange.
And on the right side, as we're walking out, was pathways that led deep into a forest side where a deep riverbed was.
Yeah.
If you shined a flashlight, the pathways disappeared because they were covered by trees.
Wow.
You could actually walk into the paths, shine a flashlight behind you, and the trees would appear behind you. But you never stepped on a tree branch, or you never got touched by a tree branch.
Right.
Okay.
That's why I call it a dimensional forest, because that's the only explanation I can have for why I experienced what I experienced.
In a minute, I'll show you a bit of footage. That,
He's got your
Wendigos. And I think the Wendigos are there protecting it.
Right, okay.
Now, me and a few friends, we do investigate down there a lot. We've had lots of activity.
Can you see that, everybody?
Particular night,
yeah, we can see it.
It was around about 8 o'clock.
Got my best t-shirt on.
Summer's evening.
Got good color, I'll say that.
I caught something that is, it's just mind-blowing as to what it is. I'm
hoping to go back to the forest this summer, so that's why I said part 2.
In a minute, I'll
Yeah,
show you
brilliant.
and you can tell me
You
what
camp
you
up
think,
there, Michael.
and I'll show you roughly where it was.
Oh yeah, my friend is very careful who he brings in there. He's like,
So
you have
I
to be
came
in a
round this
certain
corner
mind
here
state
into this little
and
clear
certain awareness to
weather was much the same as it is
enter.
now. Didn't see anything.
I'm showing where I
Walked
saw this
round here.
creature. Hang
I'd
on.
left my friends further back doing a little mini investigation. Panned around here, dead centre there, dead centre of the screen. That's where this thing was. Now I
Kind of
didn't
looks
see
like there's a person right there.
This is just me showing you where it's going to be. You see, you'll see the real footage in a minute.
Night, actually.
Right. No, I know. I'm just saying from a
Yeah.
distance,
Yeah.
those leaves formed like what looked like a body.
Yeah.
Upper half.
Yeah.
You see these branches in the... It was above that. It was well above that. Now this is only about 30 yards. I didn't see it. Unbelievably, I didn't see it. Now there's nothing else here.
To me, that's the beauty of our experiences. We never see them in real time.
There's no trees.
We always see them after the fact.
Melt away down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came back the next day.
This is Portal. This.
Took some
Yeah, I
measurements.
thought that because there's nothing there.
And it was above this branch.
Oh wait, there was something in the
So there's
pathway.
You'll see.
There's my arm.
Yeah, but this is the day before,
Way
after
up.
this.
This is the day after me explaining what I saw. You'll
Like I
see
said, I'm
actual
not
footage
saying
in a
it's
minute coming up. What I saw.
Bigfoot or a dog man. Definitely not a deer. It was a
That was a
brown
bad man
shape. I
walk
put
past then.
a couple of stills up as
Yeah,
well.
there was a
Yeah.
person walking by,
See
so
this
now I'm
gap?
wondering if I saw a
Yeah.
person
This
earlier.
hole
Went
never
down this
heals
gap,
up.
No smell.
This hole is
I
always
carried
there.
on walking around here. I didn't even see it. So
I've heard of those. There's like
I
a
don't know.
forest in Romania that has it, where there's
You'll
a
see it
hole
in a
where
minute.
nothing
You'll see it in a
grows.
minute.
Investigated here many times. Delapre Abbey cost a fortune to investigate inside, but it's a very active place. And we've had lots of stuff. There's a pet cemetery. It's an old abbey, and when Henry VIII came into power, it was given over.
It's part of the Battle of the Roses, this.
It's the 11th century, I believe. So that's it, guys.
I
That's
can kind of tell the
very
benches
strange.
were added at different times because they're different.
Yeah.
So I'll put the
Anyway,
footage up now.
it's coming on now.
Stills. But yeah, that's where it was, right in the middle
Look,
of the screen.
look over
there.
to the right-hand side when we go through,
Cheers.
and I hope you see it. Here we go. Over there on the right-hand side.
Yeah,
See something standing there?
that looks quickly. It looks like a stag, but it's not a stag.
Yeah, but it wasn't a deer. Yeah, it wasn't a deer.
Well, and what's interesting is
It's got like
it's frozen
looks
now.
like it's got horns, like antlers,
Yeah, yeah.
because it protrudes from its head.
well, but the color.
frozen.
Well, I don't know the deer color in the UK, but over by us, it's too dark a color for the hair for a deer.
Yeah.
It wasn't a deer. Oh, she's gone. Oh, never mind.
The-
But
the-
anyway, it was there. It was there.
Well, and you could definitely say it wasn't a trick of the bushes because none of the bushes had that coloring to it.
Sorry, my phone died.
All right.
So when are you having a funeral service for it?
Cheeky slut. Right. Let's get back to the chat. Sorry, folks. I felt like I was in VHS world there because honestly, it was like.
Before you do that, I want to add. Remember how when I said I crossed the bridge, you couldn't see or hear the water? When I left, I could see the water and hear the water bustling on my right side, and my left side it was clear as glass. There was no water movement, and I was like, "How does water move toward itself but not move?"
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, it's yours now, Willow.
Wow.
Oh wow, my ears are ringing because what you guys couldn't hear in the background was I had muted myself on the phone, and I could hear you all echoing. And honest to God, my ears were ringing.
It's defying gravity, isn't it?
It was like the VHS tapes. So you ever seen the horror films of VHS?
Yeah.
And it was like the echoing, and I was like, Jesus fuck! It was like my ears were going. But I loved the video. I was watching the video, and it was really, really good. I really, really liked it. Do you know what, guys? I'm on the fence when it comes to cryptids. I'm very much on the fence. I'm a believer in some and skeptical in others. I think because there's so much evidence for so many and no so much evidence for the others.
Yeah.
So obviously,
Like Nessie.
Nessie is made up, son. I've told you a million times.
He's not made up. Not made up. Too many people.
She's
All
proper.
the people got me wrong.
Yours may be, but the one in the US ain't made up.
Champlain. No, they're real, man.
Yeah.
Why I say Nessie's always fake is because of the guy who lives there and has never shown any concrete proof that there is a Nessie, right?
Yeah.
But there's so much going for big, there's so much evidence, much evidence for Yeti and things like that I've got to say, you can't deny. But Nessie is made up, son. Right, that's a
No,
made
it's
up
not.
fairy
No,
tale.
you're calling millions of people that believe in it that they're lying.
Well,
You know.
all I will say is they have recently discovered that there are tunnels under the lock
Oh,
that
so-
lead to the ocean, so it doesn't have to live in the lock.
well, you've got to
Yeah.
look at it. Yeah, yes, yes. I'm totally agreeing with Michael. Totally agree with you, Michael, because on that lock there are tunnels. Water flows with the gravity, and it's coming in from the sea, and it's coming through. Anything could get through there. There could be seals, could be anything. So if you're going to get the odd seal in there now and again, you're going to see something really weird, and you know, you're going to see a flipper.
Yeah.
I mean, that picture, that famous picture, could have been a tree. How much wood floats down rivers, locks, like, you know, and it's all there. It's all funny shapes. So if you
Yep.
see a funny shape, you're not sure what it is, you're going to take a photograph. You might get a certain angle on it, and it looks like what it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I agree totally with Michael. There are
It's
caves,
like,
so it could be. There's always a chance that you're getting
hey,
these seals coming
Shirley.
through. Hi. So yeah,
So-
totally agree, Michael.
And on the subject of cryptids, I do have a piece of evidence that comes from 1940s that I had to look up 3 times because I didn't believe it was possible. But it is. So in Washington State.
Who's got the dog?
Oh, you're gonna love this because this will surprise you all. So 1940s, we're in World War II. In Washington State, we have a facility that makes a huge part of nuclear material for all of our arsenals. Well, the government needed a way to protect it. It's not salt water like the ocean, so the dolphins were not available to protect the facility. So the government taps a scientist who genetically engineered a large fish that grows fast, is very meaty, and is self-reproducing. So he was trying to rebuild the fish population to help feed people. The Department of Energy puts out an article in a newspaper stating we have created a super croc that can walk on 2 legs. Do not approach it. Do not attack it. Call us immediately and we will come and get it because it escaped from our facility where we are making super animals to guard our facility.
Bloody hell.
So they outwardly admitted in the 1940s they were genetically modifying creatures to create cryptids.
Wow. Do you know what? Scary. That's scary, that is.
It is.
Well, they better make me my wallet raptor. I want my wallet raptor. I want blue. I want one of my dinosaurs.
Could you imagine today?
Michael, how far do you think? How far have they got now, Michael?
Oh, I think they could have. I mean, we're engineering predators to protect something and they get free. They could learn to survive and get to Canada if they wanted to. They could get to Mexico, South America. They could get to the East Coast of the US. And I feel very confident. I know this is going to sound super scary, but they could have very easily probably gotten on a boat and are worldwide.
They could have done, yeah.
Because they will know how to cloak themselves, hide themselves, know
Yeah.
how to defend themselves, and so yeah. I can't help wondering, how many of these cryptids that are around the world that look so similar in nature are not created by scientists and running rampant.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which brings
Yeah.
me to the next point. Skinwalker.
Mm.
Skinwalkers is
I
a
believe
whole
it's
nother.
I think I was chased by a cryptid because I was
When,
working at the
Richard?
farm. I was working at the farm in Whittington, and I went down this lane past a woodland that backs into the back of the farm.
Is that
And,
Whittington by Whittington Castle?
No, the Whittington Barracks.
Oh, I
Lichfield
know.
Way.
I know where you are. Yeah.
Yeah. And I went down past this wood up to the crossroads. Just as I was coming up to the crossroads, there was a huge stomping noise, and it was growling and snorting. And I was like, "What the fucking hell's that?" And I started riding off, and it was chasing me down the side of the wood. And I didn't get a look to see what it was looked like because obviously I've got to look where I'm going because it was dark. So
Right.
it was weird. It was quite scary because I didn't know what it was. It sounded it could have been a boar.
Did you ever go back there, Richard?
Yeah, I was working at the farm. I went every day. I went the next day, nothing happened. Next night, nothing happened.
Yes. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah.
It was.
See, that's
But
quite
when
scary because there are still they've let these boars out, haven't they, all around different parts of the country?
Yeah.
So, and some are still breeding them for the meat.
Yeah.
So there could be wild boar. You wouldn't want to be caught by a wild boar.
No.
We used to go pigeon shooting in there.
You wouldn't. They'd eat you.
You weren't really caught by a board boar either.
We used to go pigeon. Pigeon shooting in that woodland as well, and never seen anything like a boar or any tracks of boars or any smells of boars or anything. And it was just weird that one night it happened. And I said to my mate, I says, when I was going home last night, I got chased by a boar or something. He says, there's no boars around
maybe
here.
it was Nessie.
Could have been Nessie, yeah. Could have come to the river Tame and then walked up the road.
Yeah. Don't be stupid.
Nessie wanted a holiday.
Giant stickleback.
Giant stickleback.
So here's a theory for all of you to I'm curious to think about. Are you all familiar with Inner Earth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Right,
what if the cryptids are from Inner Earth and that's how they're able to get around everywhere, as they know the underground system better than we do?
Yeah.
And so
that's
how
that makes sense. See, to me, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so like Nessie, she
really
hanging
I
out.
wish Nessie would chase me so I would believe. I'd be like, I'm a believer.
Oh, he's there. He's there, love. He's there. He's right there.
Make me a fortune.
Waiting.
So here's a thought for you guys to ponder is, you know how we have movies like Jurassic Park with the dinosaurs roaming around?
Yeah.
Oh, Velociraptor.
There-
I want one of them. I want Velociraptor.
There is talks in the disclosure movement that a lot of movies are making everything look so real because they are real and they're exposing what's really going on. So I was thinking about this, that there are certain places in like the oceans where planes do not go, boats do not go. Could those be like islands where dinosaurs are? and they are amongst us today, and that's why you get the occasional pterodactyl sighting.
Then I would tell you, Michael,
Yeah.
you better
Yeah.
be on the case to find
Pterodactyls,
my
yeah.
brother Axel.
Do you know what? I believe that. I believe absolutely. I think you've got hit it on the nail there, Michael. You're not allowed in certain places. You're not allowed to see certain things. But people are coming out now. We're saying they've seen these pterodactyls flying.
We've had them in England.
Yeah,
Pterodactyl
Yeah.
sightings.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's quite. I believe that. I believe there's different areas you're not allowed to go into. It's like you're not allowed to even go on Google Earth and see the top of the North Pole.
Right.
Antarctica's cut off, isn't it?
Yeah. Antarctica's cut off. There's different places that you're not allowed. I mean, we talk about this a lot about things that could be happening. You think about all the films that they made in the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s. Journey to the Centre of the Earth. Remember all them? And
Oh, yeah.
and then you've got the ones where they're on the down by the South Pole, Antarctica, and there's always tunnels, and there's always people going missing, and there's always monsters down there, and they don't know what it is. And it's a continuation of these ideas that people are having. What's going on there? There's no smoke without fire.
And I'll
No,
tell you
and-
another
No
one.
smoke. Yeah.
I will
tell
tell
you
you this that'll blow your mind is how many of you have seen Star Trek, the original series?
Me.
Yes.
Quite a few of them. Not all of them. Quite a few.
So I was talking with a friend about this, and she goes, you realize this was made in the late 60s.
Mm.
Yeah.
Late 60s. We didn't have makeup artists like we have today. We didn't
No.
have prosthetic masks like we have today.
No.
So she goes, look now at a lot of those alien races and ships and realize we didn't know how to make that. Those are real.
Exactly. Yeah. She's
So
right.
you are seeing real aliens on the show. Real
No,
ships
I
on
don't
the
agree
show.
with that.
Oh,
No, not this one.
No, but I personally, I wouldn't say that. But what I would say is they've got them characteristics from something to be able to make them masks for that program. That's just my theory. There's lots. Everybody's got their own theory. That's just my theory. But when you see about what people are coming out with now of what they've seen, and they're giving drawings of these different aliens over the last 70 years or whatever. And a lot of them have got the same physical characteristics as what they've got on Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. They have really strange, like lumpy bumps, and you know, there's some real strange characters that they made up for that program. And you're right. Where did they didn't get that then, but they must have got it from somewhere. It's like cave drawings. Them cave drawings are only there because they've seen something and they've drawn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an
They've
ancient
drawn.
photograph
Yeah,
drawing.
they've drawn what
Really?
they've seen.
Shirley says the government creates a lot of distraction to hide the things they do behind the scenes. Let me tell you
Oh,
some
yeah,
films.
yeah.
Yep. Let me tell you another franchise of films, right, that started me off. Klingons.
I
At
like
least
how
they
you guys
didn't-
spell Klingons with a C. We spell it with a K.
At least they didn't put on strap-ons. That's always good.
The strappings on the starboard bow.
Aye, they
Wow.
were on the other side of the ship. Another group of films to watch,
How do you
guys.
explain
Right?
the hybrids then, Willow?
Well, you always knew about were down their trousers. when you look at the films that I covered for the case, Shelley's laughing. Still as mad as a brush. Still as mad as a brush, Shelley. When
The Klingon out there goes like
obviously, hi, I'll never change. I'll never change. When you look at the series of films that I covered, that when I did the missing case, Kenny Reach, the horror on the high desert,
Yeah.
or right. See, when you watch the films closely, they give you snippets, and they make you think.
Mm.
Really goes on out in the Nevada desert? What really goes on out there? What really did Kenny Reach see? What is people going out there for? What is really out there? Because as much as
There's only one
people
way to
say,
find out.
"Oh, I would love to go there," oh, see if I didn't have the rains, I'd be off on the off. Listen, I've said this a million times in the show. I would be one of the missing people because I don't know when to stop.
You're too inquisitive,
Right?
like me.
I don't. I'm
Thank
one
God
of the
missing on
ones that.
4-1, isn't it?
See,
That was all in the American
see when you
Forest, wasn't it?
see when you watch. See when you watch your like the programs and you say even when you're watching horror movies and you say don't go down there. You just don't go down there because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then watch them go down there and you go, you stupid bastard, one there. You knew, like, you're gonna get killed. I will. That's that person. I'm that woman. I'm that
And they
woman
turn
that
around and
would.
say, I've had to go down there because it's in the script.
Actually,
See,
I look at it in this aspect. Hey, look, we're a dumb person shorter on this planet.
Yeah. That's all.
Thanks very much, Michael.
No, I'm serious. When I look at like horror movies and I look at like movies where people go where they shouldn't go and something awful happens to them, I'm like, you had all these signs telling you don't go there. You were stupid and ignored them. You got what you deserved. I'm sorry. I'm like, if you don't have the smarts to see a sign that says danger, do not enter, and you go, I'm gonna enter, you get what's coming, do you?
Yeah.
It can't be that dangerous.
That's like jumping into a lion's cage and going, the lion's just gonna lick my face and I'm gonna walk out, no problem. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that one. Richard, talking about cryptids. You live down by Cannock Chase.
I do, yeah.
Am I correct?
I hear a lot of cryptids down there.
Would you say the black-eyed children are cryptids?
No, they're not cryptids. They're spirits of kids, aren't they? There's different things.
It's just kids, isn't it? It's
I don't know that I would class them as a cryptid, but
I wouldn't class them as a cryptid. I'd just class them as
yeah.
What would I class them as?
No.
So, but there are cryptids on Cannock Chase. There's definitely cryptids on Cannock Chase.
I would say that was spirit children.
Yeah.
Possessed children. Disturbed children.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say.
Are you in the paranormal world, Michael? Do you know about Cannock Chase in Britain and all that?
I do. I know of Cannock Chase and the pterodactyls over the UK because I am friends. I have a good mate there, Andy Booth, and he runs Alien 8 UK.
Yeah, it's coming on big time.
And so I get a lot of
Andy,
UK
Yeah.
stories from him.
He lives by us here, where we are now.
Andy's a good friend.
Yeah, I've been on his shows a lot.
I done Andy's tattoo on his hand.
Oh, okay.
Andy, yeah.
Andy's great.
Yeah, I know you have, yeah. Yeah,
I'd love to have
Andy's a good friend of mine, yeah. I done his tattooing. I'm his official tattooist.
I love Andy to death because he's like he puts this smile on and he like comes off with this night like we're about to do something really funny demeanor, and he goes, I tell you what, I was driving to work and I kid you not, a pterodactyl flew over my truck.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I had to sit there and be like, what? And I'm like,
Dude,
you were like telling this great paranormal story, but your face is making me think you're about to tell a joke.
Yeah.
And he will.
yeah,
a lot of times,
Milton Keynes.
yeah. And a lot of times he's like, oh, I'm getting excited because I'm going to be going to Cannock Chase for work, and I know I'm going to see something.
Yeah, I've been down to Rendlesham with him many times, and up to do you know Paul Sinclair up in
Bridlington.
on Bempton. Oh my God!
Yeah, Paul Sinclair. He's very good. He's very good at investigating stuff.
Yeah,
in his area.
Hope you're well, honey.
So I had the fortunate of saying, yeah, I have Nicola Phillips, Andy Booth, and Kel Ridley for all my paranormal what's going on in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know of Kel.
And
she's
Willow
on my
for what's
Facebook.
going on in Scotland. Because, yeah, I'm smart. I don't count Ireland and Scotland in the UK. I know not to never say that.
There you are. What was I going to say? But that, do you know what? I've got quite a lot of friends in America. I must admit now, my friend rate in America is growing. So it's like I've got everybody everywhere, but I keep forgetting the time. Let's see the time zone where everybody is. So it's like, Jesus Christ, I've got to work out where everybody is, and I'm like that. Okay, who is where? What time zone? Right, you're this time zone. Right, so you're on at this time. Right, you're on at this time.
I get hung up on the time zones because I'm like, Florida, East Coast. Okay, that's Eastern. But there is part of the panhandle of Florida that's in the Central time. And I forget that. And I'm like, oh, that's right. You're on the same time zone I'm on. And then there are certain areas that don't do daylight savings. And this one really, I love my friend to death that's in Newfoundland, Canada, but they create such a headache with time there because we adapt for an hour, they do an hour and a half. They put a half hour interval in there. So she's like, every time I come on her show, she's like, well, we're gonna be live at 7:30, and I'm like, so I got to be there at 6:30. She goes, no, it's like 5 your time. And I'm like, what? I'm like, where did this half hour come from? And she's like, it's a Newfoundland thing. We add a half hour. It's like, why?
Do you know who takes the biggest headache for me with time zone? Is Robert, because Robert's in Australia.
Yeah.
And so he's so many hours, and I'm like, go to fuck. I'm just getting used to American. Please don't do this to me. I've been so many hours ahead. It's like right now he's like on. This is Friday night. Saturday morning.
It's like literally the next day.
Saturday morning.
he'll be Saturday morning or something.
Yeah.
I love when I get my friends from Japan and Australia on, because I will ask them flat out, usually in the beginning of the conversation, and go like, so since you're living in the future, what does tomorrow look like?
Yeah. That's true.
Because you're a day ahead of me, so you can foretell me the future. What's up? We get a great laugh out of it, because they're like, yeah, it's like 9 o'clock my time at night, and it's 11 in the morning their time, and I'm like, yeah, so apparently the world survived the night because you're still here.
Yeah,
So we got that
yeah.
future nailed down.
Like,
You
it's
should ask them what the
trying.
lottery numbers are.
Yeah, like, you know, Robert, you're fucking selfish for not telling me the lottery numbers. Like, dude, you're like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday. You know, you could be
Because we could
telling
quickly
me.
go out
On
and buy a
Sunday.
ticket and scratch them down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
an interesting
exactly.
question. Does the lottery get announced on the East Coast before it gets announced here when they do it live? Because they are ahead. And so that's a really interesting, thing to think about. Do they know lottery results
Yeah.
before we know lottery results?
I know it's absolutely
We'll
nuts.
try it.
But I want to thank you all for coming on tonight. Definitely, guys. And thank you everybody who's tuned in. Thanks, guys, as usual. I want to thank you all for the week. On Sunday, you will find Mr. Wayne, as usual, doing his old ticky-tocky. He'll be doing Mile on TikTok. So 9 p.m. He gets earlier and earlier, that man. He started off at 10, then it went 9:30. Now we're at 9. So you'll find him 9 p.m. guys reading the Green Mile on TikTok on Wayne
Right.
Presents Canori.
That's amazing.
So I don't know how he does it, man. Not my thing. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to start going live on TikTok as well, but I'm going to look at over the weekend at the TikTok algorithm, because it can be strict as hell. It's like getting
Right.
a police.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It can really strict.
Yeah.
Really
You
strict.
have to
It's
set
like
your profile a certain way to even start to do lives.
Wow.
You have a certain profile,
so
I think.
To do what I want to do on it, I need to look at its algorithm. You can't breathe without TikTok smashing you in the arse. I think I've had about 3 warnings for it.
I think, yeah, and
but
one of the criteria here in America to go live on TikTok is you have to have 1,000 followers
Oh.
following you. Until you reach
Really?
that point, you can't do lives.
That's
I
not
know that's a basic criteria here in the US for TikTok.
Right.
no
Yeah.
good. But we will be back on Tuesday when we will talk about paranormal films. Next Thursday, Michael, are you joining us next Thursday?
Here we go.
I honestly, I gotta check my schedule because I got some afternoon shows coming, and so I got 2 shows a day coming on some days next week and the week after. So I may only be able to do the Friday shows for a couple of weeks.
Well, if you want help, then you're more than welcome, love. I'll definitely give you a message over the weekend, my love, and speak to you, because we need to catch up anyway. It's been a long time coming, my darling. And we
Oh,
definitely need to
actually,
get
I just found for the rest of the month, I think I have afternoon shows on Thursdays. So I may be not on Thursdays for a few weeks, but after that, I should be able to come back and
it'll be Bon Voyage. Sayonara.
Bon voyage.
but Fridays I'll be available.
Not a problem. But everybody have a good weekend and stay safe.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
bye.
definitely have a good one. And we will catch up with you on Tuesday, guys. See you then.